All right. Enough already of that intro. Hey, you, bro. Hey, you in the game already with your beer. How you, bro?
Yeah, boy.
What's happening?
No, I'm in Joburg, bro.
I see so.
Yeah, so my wife experienced her first proper Joburg thunderstorm, and she was freaking out.
Bro, you know how many
Now
modems? I've lost so many modems to that shit, bro.
But now it's a lovely evening. Everything's settled. It feels quite lekker, and getting ready for a braai. But first things first.
I'm gonna keep you
Time for our
occupied.
chat.
I'm gonna keep you occupied for 7 hours. You're gonna braai at midnight. Hopefully the wood's burning already, bro.
Midnight, that's when the wood's perfect. That's when the heat is perfect. So
Exactly.
looking forward to it.
Kiff, bro, thanks so much for coming on the chat. I'm going to say cheers to my mates up the road, Massimo's. They made this awesome dessert and they called it just ginger or something like it, which is quite funny. And now they've made some ginger aperitif, so I'm going to join you with that one. So cheers, boy. Thanks for pulling on. Thanks for coming on to the show. Cheers, brother. Happy Joburg Day.
No, fantastic. And are you in your castle in Hart Bay?
I am. I'm at the Castellasis in the dungeon on my new fiber, bro. I'm so excited. And it's such a sad big day when in 2021 you have to go, I've got fiber, finally. We finally got allocated. I mean, it's crazy, yeah.
And then what do you do with your ADSL router? Do you keep it or do you burn it? Or a lot of people I know just keep it in a cupboard and it just kind of sits there and gathers dust.
Bro, I don't even have an ADSL router. I was on what's that? What's the air?
Dial-up.
No, it felt like it sometimes. Remember that, bro? That was a Kiff sound. No, I was on LTE, which actually wasn't bad, I must say. The Telkom towers burnt us pretty lekker, yeah, when we were on a. But fiber is much better. Just saying hello to a couple of people. Got some comments going on here. Can you see these comments if they come up on your? Are you on your phone?
Yeah, Bernie says fiber is tight.
There we go. We got a hazard from Michael Lowe Nottingham. But hazard, excel.
Hazard, bro.
Nah, sweet.
Sergio, where's my hay, bro?
Yeah. We give some shout outs to our guests there. Okay, so what the hell are you doing in Joburg, bro? Why did you go there and why did you subject your wife to the thunderstorms? But they are lekker, but what is going on?
So I'm from Joburg, right? This is my childhood home.
Okay.
And my folks and I retired. They've depleted. And my dad was a doctor at Morningside Clinic, which is just on the road from where we are in Morningside. And my dad's obviously wanting to sell this place.
Right.
But before he does that, my wife and I thought, well, this is a good time for us to just try Joburg out. So we've moved into my folks' old townhouse and we're just trying it out, you know. We're going to be here for 6 months. And why not? You know, we're in lockdown. Not much is going on, so now's a good time to
To
just
try
try
Joburg.
Joburg and rediscover my childhood. And so far, it's been lekker. I mean, a lot of our friends are here. My wife's from Plet,
Yeah.
and a lot of her Plet friends are here. So, you know, it's been nice to just see a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why.
yeah,
I don't know
there's
why
a
you're
lot of
sticking.
opportunities
How
here.
close are you to your router? It's not too bad. The audio is still fine, but your video is sticking a little bit. But it's fine. This is what happens with online stuff. So don't bother because your framing is so good. I almost want to risk you being stuck a little bit longer. Really.
I'm still here.
You're still here. Perfect.
Should I
Well,
should I
yeah.
try should I try refresh or try connect to the fiber because I'm actually on LTE now because
I wonder.
because
Sometimes
we've
it's
we've
sometimes even better on just your phone. If you take the Wi-Fi off and you just hoy on your LTE straight from your phone, it can be better. But I don't want
yeah.
to. I don't want to tune your data here too badly. Big shout out to Ian Mitchell from the PE Kitchen, and then I saw earlier Frank D'Agostino. How are you, brother? Nice to see you guys online. Yeah, Joburg people are awesome. I'm actually Joburg. I was in Rand Park High School. I went from Grosvenor to Rand Park. Started just ginger there. Stayed in Ferndale when I was there. And then we eventually, Brent and I, we bought a house in Edenvale, up in near Fisher's Hill there. So can you imagine? Can you imagine the jolts that went on there? It was quite fun. Eh?
Yeah, man. Oh, and the other reason I'm here
Yeah.
is because I'm a little bit closer to Sampra and Samro, our good friends.
Love it.
Love the reverb. Yo.
So do I. So do I, bro. This is my favorite button in the whole house. I love it, bro. No. Okay, that's rad. Well, we're gonna get onto that Sampra and Samro conversation in a little bit because you've been such a pioneer of late, amongst other things, bro. I must say, I've been watching it and you've been taking cuck and causing cuck and get. Oh, hold on, I forgot to put your name in. Check out. There you have a name. Look at you. Check you, Lonnie. You exist now. You actually exist on a pod. There's your own name there. But I wanted to say I've been watching you, and you've really been rocking it. But before I go on, I just want to say that I've been so fortunate and blessed that I started this little podcast and I managed to get legends like Yerks on, and it's been sponsored. I picked up a sponsor after my second show, so I want to give them a quick shout out. It's payjustnow.com, and they are going to give you the power tonight. They're going to give you the Kiffness, the power to give someone. I better not use it too much. I'll just log off. The power, the power to give someone 5,000 rand tonight, courtesy of Pay Just Now. So they've been doing that every show. They are the nicest company that I've met. Started by three of the most genuine people. It's a very legit thing. I've had it properly checked out. So in your mind, I'm going to throw up some compliment, some comments of people asking why they need 5,000 rand cash. But tonight you're going to make someone 5,000 rand happier if you want. And it doesn't have to be someone from the comment section, but it will be nice so that we can engage the people. So tell us why you need 5 grand and try and tug on Dave's heartstrings and tell him why you deserve the Kiffness. So that's it. That's just that little punt. Thanks for letting me do it. They're the Raiders Oaks, and we'll finalize that later on once you've decided. But let's get back now to the Samro question. I'm never going to get rid of that button, am I? Whoa! All right. So you being closer to Samro is good news for all South African artists in the first place because you have done some amazing, groundbreaking work. I'm not even going to talk anymore. Why don't you tell us what you've done?
So from my experience, to get anything done at Samro or Sampra, you have to go to the building, knock on the door, and just be there so that they can see your face. They can see you're an actual person with valid concerns. Because if you try and email them or phone them, they're just going to send you around in circles. Well, that's been my experience at least. So my whole journey, I think, started in 2018 when someone told me, dude, did you know that you've got unclaimed royalties at Sampra? And I was like, no, I didn't know that. I thought I was a member of Sampra, but obviously I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I went to Sampra, Well, first I actually tried to phone them. They said no, we'll sort out your membership in 2 weeks. So I phoned them back in 2 weeks. They said no, sorry, there was delays. I kept emailing them. They kept saying, same excuse, done next week or in 2 weeks time. But then I had some gigs in Joburg, so I went to the building and I met a lady and I said, you guys said I'd be a member. What's the story? She looked on the system. She said, no, sorry, you're not a member. And I said, how does this keep happening? Like, how hard can it be? And we started chatting. And while we were chatting, she was like, hang on, aren't you that guy who made that song that goes, you say you love me? And I was like, yeah, that's my song. And she was like, I've got your CD in my home. I love your music. And then in that instance, her whole attitude changed. And within 2 minutes, I was a member. She just went, rip.
Yeah.
And then I was a member of Sampra. And then from there, I started getting needle time royalties. So Sampra is for performers like you and me. And they pay needle time to performers and labels. So we've both done a cover of Sugar Man.
Yeah.
Right? So whenever our versions of Sugar Man play on the radio, Samro pays Rodriguez because he's the guy who wrote the song. They pay Rodriguez and his publisher, but then Sampra pays us because we're the performers.
Yes.
And not a lot of people, I think, know about Sampra, but they've actually been really good to me ever since I've become a member. And it's really cool, especially if you've done a cover, because they look after the performers. And I've been very fortunate to make some bucks from Sampra, and during the lockdown, I realized it's a good time to start a record label because, let's say Sugar Man plays on the radio and it makes 200 Rand in needle time. Sampra pays half to the artist and half to the label. So they'd pay me 100 Rand and then 100 Rand to whoever the label was. But I released that song independently.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, well, there's 100 Rand just waiting for me, but because it's not signed to a label, it's just kind of sitting there. So I took my chances and I started a label, and then all the sort of royalties that were sitting there just got paid to me, and it was like this amazing moment of,
Yeah.
the juice was worth the squeeze.
That's always an amazing moment when the royalties get paid. Are you joking? Every time you check your bank account and that comes out of nowhere, that's cool. So I think the big realization is what I'm taking from this, apart from everything else you've been saying. Sorry, I'm just activating the Jeff cam. He's quite a big feature of the show, and he's just decided to grace us with his presence. So let's see if we can get him in here. Check out Jeffy. Wait, where are you? Can you see him? He might need a light. We've got to get Jeff. Jeff Cam is a feature. Are you a dog lover?
Is Jeff your dog?
Yeah. Not only is he my dog.
Where's Jeff?
Where is he? Is he not on camera?
No, I think I can see him, but it's quite dark there.
You know what's happening?
It's dark.
It was dark.
It's a dark dog.
No, it's a dark dungeon. There we go.
Give your pet some light there, bro.
Oh, no, I'm trying to light him up, Jeff. If you could just light
there we go.
There we
go.
Look at it. For some reason, because it's on Wi-Fi.
Oh.
It's a little bit lagged, but there we go. It'll straighten up. At least he got the corner of his mouth, and I put some light on him there. Jeff, say hello to everybody. Oh, look at that. That's the Jeff camera.
What a good-looking dog.
How cute is he?
What a good-looking boy.
Well, bro, he's got my genes. He's got my genes. What can you say? I mean, of course he's going to be. He's got a gap tooth and everything.
He's got your genes. If he's got your genes, are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes.
That's a bit dodgy.
I know. It's probably illegal in some countries, as far as I know.
But he does look a bit like you. So.
He looks. What do you mean? That is. Jeff, don't listen to people calling you. You're part of the show. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but he's a very famous part of it. So the cool thing is, Bruce, so you're saying that when you do covers, you get paid from Sampra, which is why it's important to register. Can you just expand on that a little bit more? Because I don't think a lot of people realize that. Some cover artists probably just jam covers week to week and don't realize that they can be supported in other ways.
So yeah, obviously when you release a cover officially, you have to get a cover license, as I'm sure you know, and that just costs like a couple rand on DistroKid. It's very easy to do. When you release the song, you just say this is a cover, and then they sort out the cover license, and they make sure the right people get paid, and then yeah, just to reiterate, Sam Rowe pays songwriters, so the people that actually wrote the words and the melody, and the publisher. A lot of people are self-published, and then yeah, Sampra just looks after the performers. And I think Sampra started because they realized, you know, the guys with the actual skill were dying poor.
Yeah.
You know, you have the stars like Art Matthews, you know, raking all the songwriting royalties.
We're living poor, not dying poor, bro.
His poor bandmates on the bass and the guitar, they're not getting anything. So I think that's pretty much why Sampra started, was to actually just give something back to performers. But if you're the songwriter and the performer, then you get 2 royalties, which is actually quite lekker.
But you've been doing that a lot, haven't you? So how did that thing work with that dude with that drum, that thing that's become the biggest viral video maybe of your career? I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I love it, bro. I'm obviously such a fan, as is tens of millions of other people. How did that happen? Explain that story. How you connected that, Doc? That was sick. Well done, by the way.
Thank you, and you're very much correct. That's the peak of my career, and it's all downhill from here. We'll see what happens.
Never.
No, so I was just scrolling on Facebook, as you do when you got nothing better else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And this video kept coming up. It first started, you know, as a simple meme. I think someone said my brain at 3 a.m, and then it's just the guy playing the drum. And then next thing, someone put a cat to it, like a vibing cat, and then it just I kept seeing new versions of it. Someone put Donald Trump on it, and I thought this is interesting. But my first thought was, this is incredibly catchy. The song was stuck in my head all the time, and I thought by now someone would have made a remix.
Yeah. So
I did a little search. People had done remixes, but I thought, these aren't that great. Let me see if I can do something. Just fun.
Dude, you rocked it.
And
you completely rocked it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so I started out with just a 1-minute version that I put out, and people seemed to like it. And then I thought, well, let me see if I can release this officially. So I just reached out to the guy. I sent him the 1-minute version, and I said, you know, I like your song. Other people seem to like it. Do you want to do something?
Yeah.
And then he responded.
Yeah.
I was very, like almost straight away. He said, "Hello, David. It's nice to meet you. Beautiful mix. I like it.
It's number 4 in my country."
Yeah. So I mean, his English is very limited. My Turkish is very limited. So we kind of communicated on Google Translate.
Yeah, as we do.
And I managed to just work something out. We're splitting everything kind of 50-50. And it just took off. Like I did the music video, just did a bit of green screen, got my wife involved, and my bandmate. And
dude, is that your wife dancing in the background there?
That's my wife, yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry to steal your thunder or anything like that. It's a great track. You are brilliant.
But
he
it's
is
still
brilliant.
her.
It's all her. That song would not be viral if it wasn't for her dancing, bro. It's the most insane moves I've ever seen in my life. I can't tell you how that was just the cincher. Like, obviously the tune is Kiffness, dropping the beat and then moving it to screen, and those moves I completely floored. So big ups, and I'm saying that with the most respect and love. Like, really, it's the reason that song's a hit. Sorry, you could actually mute the track and the song would be unbelievable.
This is a very sore point for me. I wanna believe it's the song, but every time my wife gets involved, you just see the comments.
Guys, if you haven't
And yeah,
if you haven't seen it already, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know how have you. Are you sharing this on your Facebook or anything like that? You should if you are and can, and then if you can. I mean, guys, surely just go and check out the Kiffness, go and check this remix, and then go and have a look. If you want to get 20 million views on your video as well, I don't know, is she hiring out her dancing skills? Can I get her for my next music video? Because that's
yeah. Well, at the right price, we can make a plan.
You've become so Joburg. You've only been there a few weeks, bro, and you're already parching, bro. Hectic.
Yeah. No, but actually, I had a chat to my tax man today because obviously with all these royalties coming in, my income's like spiked all of a sudden
Yeah.
from all these like unclaimed royalties over the years, and now like for the first time I'm like having to pay VAT and all this stuff, and like we're trying to keep things like apps, and we've come up with a plan to give like a lot of income to my wife, and we can totally substantiate it because she's in like all these videos,
Yeah.
and people love her. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, well,
Listen,
I
those
paid
dancing
my
fees
wife
don't come cheap.
R500,000.
Okay, well done. I mean, let's see how much of that we can write off with the taxman. We got to try. I mean, I know I've been paying VAT for way longer than I'd like to believe. Which, I mean, it's two things. One, it means that you're earning more than $1 million a year. But the other one, it means that you have to pay VAT, which is cuck.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Because 1 year, like I don't know how it works, but 1 year you could be like earning a lot, and the next year, I mean, this 2021, like people that were earning million plus,
Bruh.
like a lot of them are earning nothing now.
Pick me,
Like
bro.
I don't want to like.
Pick me, coach. Get me in.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm pressing on a sore point here, but you started it.
I did. For what I've done is that I've taken the bull by the horns, and I've also made other plans. I've made missions, and I've hustled. And January was super cuck. I've said that before. It was weird because I needed to also just go through that low because I've been so happy-go-lucky my whole life, and I've somehow always bounced back, if not because of my podginess that I just normally bounce anyway, but I just happen to bounce back with all these things. You've seen highs and lows of my whole life, and it's just like it's all a fun ride. But January clapped me, and but here I am. I must say I've been so super busy, and this show has just come out of the blue. I've had an incredible sponsor jump on from the word go, just in being able to help me kind of keep the theme that I've been doing. You saw those rooftop shows that I did where I was able to give money back to charity, which I did almost to my own detriment because I should have put a little bit aside for January 2021 had I known how ruthless it would be. So yeah, bro, we all hustle, man, and the people who are on here motivating for the money and just the people who have been supporting, which I do thank you time and time again. Just also while I'm on that note, can you please do me a favor? If you're watching this stream live, can you just go and click share somewhere, and just it's on the bottom right, I'm pretty sure. Click share and send it to people. Make a watch party. It means all the world. It means it means the world to content creators. What do you out there? Question based on what I just said. What do you think? What do you think of different kind of, like for instance, I'm literally jumping onto the podcast bandwagon. I'm trying to be a poor man's Joe Rogan. I'm such a Joe Rogan fan, and I'm having to do all of this. I'm having to do all of this remotely. But I mean, what do you think of the content creation viability, and how do people get paid, and do you think Samra is going to help with that, and do you think we can have any rights help, organizations helping us with any of this?
Well, I'm very happy to see people that were very sort of laissez-faire about Samra now, like actually actively getting their stuff in order. I'm getting a lot of messages from friends, just asking advice, and I offer it free. So if you're a musician and struggling with Samra or Supra, I'm always here and I'm always willing to help. But yeah, I'm also just really stoked to see guys like you starting a podcast, and yeah, just saying, people try different things. I mean, just off the top of my head, my arch nemesis, Das Kapital, has collaborated with Mad Dog's Clothing. He's doing a
Yeah.
thing with Mad Dogs, and he also started this YouTube channel. Just trying to think of other people that are doing cool stuff. But you have to adapt and improvise. You can't just like hang on to this idea that things are going to go back to normal and you're going to get your regular income stream. I've been super lucky as well. I mean, my YouTube's grown from 3,000 YouTube subscribers at the start of 2020 to now like 120,000. And I
Whoa, that's
mean,
sick.
I was just bored in my house and I was just trying to like pass the time by making these parodies. But, the fact that people seem to like them and, share them has really helped me, like I'm able to generate like fairly decent bucks from YouTube these days, which has been amazing. Like before, I wouldn't have even given it a second's notice. Like for me, live shows was where I was making my bread and butter.
Yeah.
But now YouTube's almost taken over, like, and it's been amazing. And then I started a fragrance kind of for shits and giggles.
For sniffs and giggles.
It sniffs and giggles. It started as a meme. Like I was just going through press photos my photographer had taken, and one of them looked like a sort of fragrance model photo. And just for fun, I photoshopped a bottle of perfume and I put Sek on there. I thought Sek would be a funny name.
I saw that.
But then people were saying, "Where can I get this?" And I thought, well, let me give it a shot.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I managed to get hold of it. Yeah, I managed to get hold of a perfumer, and we kind of developed this fragrance, and that's been an amazing sort of side hustle as well. Like,
Well done, bro. Yeah, bro.
Every day. Yeah.
Well, that's
every
all.
day people buying this fragrance for like
Dude, that's
Valentine's
sick.
Day, whatever it is. Yeah. And like a lot of people think it's a joke, but it's a legit fragrance.
Bro, I've seen it. I've
it.
seen. Yeah, Suane is started as a meme. Now we're here. So people are listening. They're getting up. So for those of you who are wondering, I put a link in the comment section. You'll see it's by I think it's my admin page. It's guest.ecamlive. That is how you phone into the show. I know it's random, but all you have to do is copy it, like drag copy it. You know how you highlight it and copy it. Don't click on it from Facebook. It won't work. And then like pop it into Chrome or onto your phone, even better. And then try and use headphones and phone us, call us, have a question if you've got something nice to say. If you don't have something nice to say, I've got the ultimate button of deletion. So call us if you want anytime. Anytime you want to say how's it to me, Dave, and Jeff. It's cool. I've been frothing to have you on here, but just because you really took 2020 by the horns. There's not a moment that passes that you don't just jump on it. I don't know where you get the energy and where you get the tools and trade to just be jamming all the time. I have not been that good. I've been so freaking lazy. So this is about the closest I've come to being creative. But you really jumped on it, bro. And you also got some flack from like politicians, and you really went out there, bro. Well done. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Flack, bro. That's a new one. Normally it's just called flack, but I like that you put a little kiff there.
You see?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, with satire, you actually sometimes you wish to offend certain people because that's what you're doing. You're exposing people's vices and stupidity, and that's what satire does.
Yeah.
Like if you're not pissing on people, you're not doing it right. And yeah, so the fact that I made a song singing about the stupidity of the cigarette ban.
Yeah.
And it made a few politicians, see red and call me a racist and all this stuff. Even though, like, there was no ways I was being racist. Like, it was really cool to see, just ordinary people, no matter what their race or religion, kind of getting behind me and saying, this wasn't racist. Like, this guy's being an idiot.
Yeah.
But the one thing I do respect him for is the fact that even though he like essentially started a witch hunt on me, like on Twitter, he still agreed to speak to me, and I think that's really important. That people, even if they disagree with each other, just learn to speak to each other because that's what we're seeing less of these days. People are just slinging mud from across a screen.
Yo.
and it's not helping anything. Like, but actually talking to him, I saw his point to a degree. He was saying things that I actually agreed with. Like, we fought really hard to have this national anthem with all these different languages, and for you to come and disrespect it is not cool. And if he had said that in his tweet, I would have been like, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I'm
It's
not gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna apologize for what I said, because I'm illustrating a point in the song. Because I'm a patriot, and the way that I'm singing it is in a way that evokes pride. If you listen to the words, it's saying that I'm proud to be South African, but I'm not proud of the leaders.
Yes. Yeah. I detected that. You saw the trouble I got into. I did an official apology and all that stuff, and that was also an
Oh,
amazing
jeez.
amazing record that I had to go through, which was a different thing altogether, because yours is in fact parody, which is like a lesser known thing, to be honest. To the point, like, I remember a little while ago there was some gig coming through, and you did a whole piece on Just Ginger, and it was like a proper satire dig. It was actually how I first took notice of you. I'd always heard of the Kiffness, and then you as a writer, as the person behind the name, because I
You
had
know
some.
what it was?
What was it?
It was when Claudia announced the 90% rule.
Ah, yes,
And then
yes.
I made a satirical article saying, even though radio stations are forced to play 90% local music, they're still not going to play rock bands or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there was like a picture of, I think I initially made fun of, what's that other rock band? Prime Circle.
Yeah. Prime Circle and Just Ginger were the target for sure. I remember I had friends phoning me, go, "Oh, bro, have you see what this oak's written about your butts? We're gonna have to PK him, my butt, give him a little snot here." And I was like, let me read this.
I was, yeah, I was so stoked you could actually just laugh at it, because I think that's a sign of good character. Like, I dish it all the time, but I must learn also to receive it. If people want to take a dig at me, like, it's important to be able to laugh at yourself as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think you've got that. Like,
I've had to in this industry,
I,
bro. If I,
I
have, if I
yeah,
haven't
I don't,
hadn't
I don't
laughed,
know
I
if
would
it's
have cried a lot.
yeah. I don't know if it's something you've always had, or if it's something you've kind of had to learn how to do. But yeah, you've taken a lot of stick over the years. I mean, I think people have forgotten about the whole national anthem thing.
I don't think people will ever
Um,
forget. Not as long as the YouTube servers are still up, they'll never forget. But but yeah,
like
listen,
you,
that sticks in mind. It's
yeah.
that human nature thing where people just love remembering you for the worst thing you've done, and that's just something you have to realize. Is like, that's how humans work, because we need to feel comforted in the fact that there aren't people out there doing, the people fall all the time. Some people, like, everyone actually needs it, believe it or not, including you and I on a subconscious level.
But if you weren't successful, people wouldn't care. But
Exactly.
it's the fact that you have had success in your career.
Yeah.
People project their own insecurities and bitter feelings onto people with success that
Yeah.
maybe have slipped up, because it makes them feel better about themselves. And that's what I've come to realize. With more success comes more criticism, because that's just how it works. There are a lot of sad, bitter people out there, and they're always looking for targets to project their own insecurities onto.
Yeah.
And so you can't take any of it personally, unless you've said something like really horrible, or you've deliberately done something wrong. I mean, you obviously you didn't mess up the anthem on purpose. It happens, like,
Yeah.
it could easily have happened to me.
Stage fright is a real thing, but yeah, you gotta own your stuff. Realize that's how humans work. They remember you for your last biggest victory or your last biggest failure. That's been my biggest psychological journey of the last however long that's been. So that's been, like, if that you want to even call it, my cross to bear. But that's what happens, and it just gives you so much insight into human nature. It helped me dissect so many friends, from faux friends and complete fake friends. It was actually amazing. It really eased my life a lot. But yeah, that's just how it goes, without character picking. Because as I was saying, we actually are all guilty of it, believe it or not. Like there's. Well, do you agree with me? Because I think on a very small subconscious level, and I think it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would like to work on it, but I think there's always a little part of you that when you see someone fail at something, it just makes you feel better. Weirdly, it shouldn't. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
can you confess that there is a little part of you that every now and goes, okay, Kev, everyone's human, and do you know what I mean? And we and the higher you are, the harder you fall, and all those cliches.
yeah. No, totally. And I mean, I used to do a lot of jokes about Jeremy Loops, you know, like making fun of him. And I think someone like Jeremy struggles with it big time because he's just a guy from Komaki. And I think people making fun of him and just like criticizing him, it doesn't sit well with him. But like the only reason I would make fun of him was because he was so successful. Maybe I am guilty to an extent of doing it because maybe I was at a point in my career where maybe I wasn't achieving as much as I'd like to. And it does just make you feel maybe a little bit better about your pathetic life if you can make fun
Bro,
of someone
bro, you
else.
know what? You know what? I'm sorry. I know you're laughing and you've ended this in like a joke punchline, but I don't think we could have hit a truer note tonight because I'm telling you now we all suffer from that. You've confessed, which I think is Kev, and if I know and like to believe what I believe Jeremy is, I'm sure he'll get it as well. And I also understand why he would have taken offense, and I understand why you did it. And as we discuss this and unpack this now, you literally hit the nail on the head because sometimes we just need to, whether we personally go for people or not, or just have a sigh of relief when we do see kind of failure, and also realizing that pretty much anyone, the higher you are, the harder you fall, man. And then the last thing I will say on that topic, and then we should move on because this is not about dissing people, although it's actually not. So the last thing I will say is that the more you do, the more you have chance to fail, and for people to. But it's all those people who are too scared to take any chances to do anything that never fail because they've done nothing. So that's something that you've done. Not all your things have been hits. You've had some spectacular misses, but they've all been. But you've put your back into it and you've done it. And do you know what I mean? And so have I. So I guess that's the last point that I've had to say on that. But you've banged the nail on the head. So Jeremy, I hope if you are listening, I hope you're gonna take. I hope you're gonna take that from whence it
Jeremy,
comes.
I love you. I love you, Jeremy Loops.
There we go. You
None
see.
of what I was saying was from a place of malice or hurt. I'm just
just an insecure little guy in Joburg living on some LTE from day to day.
that's it, bro.
Living on some
That's
sample
it.
royalties. No, bro, that's awesome. That was actually an awesome conversation that we led to naturally. I think it's very rad. We have a couple of people asking for the money. Obviously, we just have to do this part of the show. Oh, bro, you know what? Everyone needs it so much. There's literally people just going, listen, just to pay rent this month would be a miracle. So let me see what it is.
Is there
Can't
any way
actually.
I can win this £5? I
Well,
need
bro,
it.
you're so clever. You can do like a faux account like quickly and quickly throw the comments up and then WhatsApp me and say, yeah, bro, that person, David,
Yeah, let me just quickly make a fake account there. Sorry
David
guys if
Kiffen,
I dis
David Kiffenberg has
yeah.
appealed for the money. Damn it! The the applications have come and gone already. Mark Chucky Jones, this is a legend. I do know him. The whole industry. I'm just going to throw this on quickly while I carry on looking. The people are, the whole industry has has really crashed. Sure, but we could go on about this for hours. I'm trying not to too much. Here we go. We've got Carla Liebenberg going just to pay rent and to eat. I mean, that's quite an appeal. We don't realize that these. Well, I do. After January, I realized that. Damn, I've been on such a happy-go-lucky high, and then I was like, I got smacked and slapped, as I've said. But so there are so many appeals, and again, if you can think of someone in your personal life, if sound engineers or friends that are struggling right now, this is your choice. It's your show. It's brought to you by PageJustNow.com. While I am on the topic, I just want to tell people what it's about. It's actually very rad. There's an app that you download called Pay Just Now, and they give you free credit instantly, regardless of your credit record. I've got the app on here. It takes 2 seconds to download, and then they partnered with incredible like retail companies where you can just walk in and just go and just buy. They've got a whole list, a whole directory up on their website. Like Cape Union Mart is one of them. I did go and buy a pair of Salomons the other day, and they give you 3 installments to pay it with 0 interest. So you just pay a third down for your first installment, and then you get 2 more months of paying a third. So you're basically buying whatever the product that is for a third of the price, and you have 2 more months to pay it interest free. It's very legit. I've had it properly researched. I would never lead anyone down, the wrong way in that regard. What they have done, I'll tell you quickly, is that they've made a deal with the retailers, and they've just taken their little commission and percentage from that. So it's actually pretty damn rad. It's a great concept, and they've jumped onto sponsoring the show, which I'm very lucky about. And they've also given 5,000 rand cash to people who are in need. So Dave, this is your show. Actually, you can choose whoever needs to get it. I think they're fantastic, and I'm grateful that I can have this little outlet, something that I do in between running around on my boat and also making new music, which I am doing, by the way, people, which I'll tell you about later. So yeah, enough about that, bro. Have you thought about it yet? But we still got so much to talk about, bro. I hope you've got the coals on already.
Well, my wife's just walked in and she's given me a squiff eye. Like, we've got guests. We need to go eat now.
Tell them about it. Half an hour more of apologizing to the industry, and then you can go for dinner.
Yeah. No, but just those 2 comments that I saw there.
Yeah.
I didn't catch the name of the first one, and then the second comment there from Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I think it's important to remember that we are exceptions to the rule. We've got these passive income streams coming in. But for a lot of people, live gigs was their income, or like tech companies who set up stages and lights and sound. It's like all gone,
Yeah.
And yeah, it really is tough. And I'm always looking for ways to just try and help people and do what I can in my sort of limited capacity to kind of just give back to the guys that, essentially have given us so much in the past.
Exactly, bro. You've definitely done your bit. I have seen your charitable work. The thing is, musos in general have given back so much. And I'm sad, like I have given so much, but I really have. I've given so much charity to, like, some of my friends are like, you really should. Sometimes you should just put some of that money aside for you for when times get tough. But I've never lived like that. I will start living like that going forward. But we kind of, musos are the first people call, when people call for a charity event, like they call people like you and I. They go, oh, listen, it's a charity event, so will you play for free? And then we raise the money. And then, we've had to slowly realize that going, if we play for free, then we can't play anymore. Then we can't raise any money for these people who need the money, So I know that you and I have been on bills where it's been charity based. So I think, we've kind of done our thing. We're able to carry on doing our thing. Are you looking at the comments? Is that what you're scrolling through on your phone? Are you busy? Are you seeing a worthy? Trying to find a worthy winner of the 5,000 rand.
Oh, I
Got to let that tail. Got to get the tail off there.
I can't see the comments from my phone.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Sorry.
I was playing with my leg hair there. That's what I do when I get deep in thoughts. I press on my leg hair.
I don't think that's anyone ever. I don't know if we needed to know that.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of what's it called? Growing cabbages when you like swirl your hair.
Stop it. We're not in primary school anymore, guys. We're on an internationally sponsored podcast reaching out to the whole world talking about politics and love and music, and you're making hair leg cabbages.
Okay, yeah. Can you edit that part out?
Yeah, I can laugh. Let me see what I can do. Oh my word. Okay. This is super
Yeah.
odd, and I love it.
Is there any way we can split that bucks
Yeah, for
the
sure.
first two people? So the
Yeah,
first two comments, there was a
yeah.
guy talking about
The
the
industry.
sound industry.
Yeah.
I think let's give him 2.5K, and then
Okay.
2.5K to the other lady, Carla, I think it
Carla. Yeah.
was.
Okay. Cool.
Who just wants to eat and pay rent. I mean,
There we go. Well, I
I
mean,
think they should be the recipients.
these are basic needs. So okay, cool. So there we go. I'm going to type in this is the email. So but now this is up to you guys. Whoever's watching, Dave has now announced the winners very kindly. So you have to. I'm busy typing in the email address that you have to email justnow.com. Check this. This is a poor man's Joe Rogan. I'm having to be my own Jamie. I have to do all my background checks and I have to do all the googling, the live stuff. Mark
But
at page just
you see
now.
how it's yeah,
There we go.
I was able to come up with that idea while I was rolling hair on my legs.
Bro, you came up
see,
with
it does
splitting
work.
$5,000 just by yourself. Like
I should be in parliament, bro. And I'll just sit there and I'll be doing this on leg. And Oaks will be
Dad,
like,
you
"What
gotta
you
stop doing
And
that.
I'm like, no.
You gotta stop
I'm
doing
saying,
that,
guys,
please.
just hang on. I'm sorting out the budget in my head.
There we go, Carla. Look happy, Carla Liebenbergers. There we go. What a pleasure. That is so cool, Carla. You're welcome. And I think it was Mike who must email mark@payjustnow.com. Just the raddest company I've met. I've met them all. They are super genuine people doing a really, really cool thing, helping people pay stuff off. I've done it. I've actually tested the system myself. So I'm going to give them a round of applause there quickly. Ooh, thank you, payjustnow.com, for doing it. And thanks, Dave, for your choice. Thanks for your time. I know you're pressured. I could keep you here all night, but I don't want you to lose your golden ticket to your next successful YouTube video.
I know, because if my wife's upset and she doesn't want to dance in the videos, then that's
Bruh.
no good for anyone.
Then you're in big doo doo. Then you're total big doo doo. There's Mike, there's Mike Chucky Jones. There we go. Thanks. He's also giving a shout out. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Bro, there is really so much that I want to talk to you about. You really have just now. I even saw I haven't actually been able to actually watch the video, the click thing that you've done. I will most certainly. People go and check it out. The Kiffness he's done really, really unique things. Congratulations. What is that video on at the moment on YouTube? Just make me super jealous because I think I got like 3 subscribers on YouTube. Can I share some of yours?
No, so yeah. So the latest song I haven't checked, but generally South Africans aren't big on YouTube. I found. I feel like South Africans like to share videos on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
They don't want to watch it on YouTube. So whenever I post like local stuff on YouTube, it doesn't get as much reach.
Yeah.
But I think it's on a couple thousand views there. But basically, obviously, everyone knows about the name changes of PE and King Williamstown. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people welcome the idea.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think it's a good thing. I like the names.
So talk me through it. Talk me through it. I'm sorry, I haven't been following too much, bro. I've had my head quite far up the wrong places. Clearly, what's actually going on there? Give us some insight into this.
So the names have a lot of clicks in them.
Yes.
They're very difficult for us fairer skinned people to pronounce. And so what I've done is I've taken Miriam Makeba's click song and I've put the names in that song, and it actually works really well. Like, it sounds quite similar to the original song. There are all these cues and funny clicks in there.
Yeah.
And I spent this morning just learning the names and putting it into the song and just making it easier, because like songs just make things easier to remember. Like no one knows the alphabet just by going A, B, C, D, E, F. Like, you sing it.
Yeah.
And it just makes it easier. So that's what I've done.
I'm just checking out. I'm on your page now. Well done. That's very cool. That's how we're going to... So when are they planning on changing all of this or doing that?
I think it's pretty much official with immediate effect. I don't know.
Thank you. There we go. You heard it. You heard it first
Yeah.
from Dave, who knows exactly what's going on here. I'm trying to find. So, what is PE called? Can you remember?
I'm gonna go to my notes
Go to
here.
your notes, because we're
I
all
don't want
gonna.
to. I don't want to pull an Art Matthews and saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. Don't do that, bro.
I've got an idea in my head, but yeah. So it's
Have you got
Rebeca.
Klechla?
No,
Is
no, Rebeca. Sorry,
Klebecha?
Rebeca
Klebecha.
is PE. And
All
King
right.
Williamstown is Contre,
Contre.
Contre,
Okay.
and then the other one is Mac. What's it? McClear. I hadn't even known. Yeah, like I didn't know about McClear before I'd heard that they changed the name, but that's Nkankahu. No? Yeah.
What?
Nkankahu.
And what is it? What is that now? What was that?
No, you're doing the wrong click there.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
Nkankahu. It's not the
Nkankahu.
so you got to do the big click, not the
Uh-huh.
that's at the front of your
Is it?
of your
Is
tongue.
it?
You need to do there we go.
Yeah.
Nkankahu.
Nkankahu.
So it's Rebeca contre Nkankahu. Rebeca. Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah. It took a few.
Oh, we've lost a bit of audio there. But I'm trying to get the I'm trying to find the video. I don't know why you muted, Davey. Let me see. You shouldn't be. Something's going on. You pulled the cable out. I don't know if you know. Something's going on. We've lost you. Jeff is now drifting off properly. And now you've muted and frozen, but it's a good one. Say hello. No, you're gone. Guests has muted themselves. This happened to Corin Zoy the other day. So click the mute button, maybe pull the headphones in and out once or twice. I'm not terribly sure how that works. But for some reason, you muted in the middle of that beautiful rendition of what you've just been trying to do. Guests has muted themselves. Yeah, just if you can find any... Yeah, okay, there we go. I think he's going to call back. What do you... I'm going to take this time to very quickly... thank our sponsors, as usual. Page us down. And then I got this cool gift from One Love. Don't know how that comes up. Since I did that interview with Dr. Weed SA, and here's another disclaimer. Not that I need to even, but weirdly, I've been given this whole kit. I've been given some Rizzler and a big T-shirt, which I will wear with pride, and some cool gear from them. So thank you to my guys. Even though I don't smoke, I believe in the product entirely. But word up to One Love. Love you guys. Let's see if we can get old Davey back in here. Let's see how. Davey, where'd you go? What do you think happened?
I'm back.
You're back. Welcome, bro.
I think I got muted by Natium Tetwa because I was singing it wrong.
Yeah, I know the feeling, bro. Oh my boy. Okay, there's Tech. I'm pulling up. Bro, check how many followers you got on Instagram, and please, will you share this and let people see this interview? That'll be amazing. When you blow my career up, that'll be amazing. These will be the biggest views I've ever had in my life. Look at you. Look how you've actually. Well done, boy. You've properly rocked it lately. Are you surprised, impressed, or how you handling it? Because it's been a proper boom for you over the last year, I'd say.
You know what? Fame is a funny thing to me. Like the more I get recognized, the more like strange it feels to me. It's just I feel like the same person I've always been.
Yeah.
But I always think it's quite strange when people sort of treat you differently because, they've seen your video.
Yeah.
Like it's very superficial. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's not always a bad thing. You can use fame for good. It's at the end of the day, it gives you a bigger platform and it gives you more sort of potential to do something cool. So
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing. So I'm going to try and use that as much as I can, I guess.
Are you finding you being recognized
But
a lot
yeah,
more than usual?
yeah, like ever since the parodies, oh my goodness. Like I used to get recognized here and there, but like these days, ish. I go to the shop and there's a tiny who saw my video on Facebook or WhatsApp, and they're like, "Are you the guy?" That's all they say. They don't know my name or anything. They say,
Yeah,
"Are you the guy?"
yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah."
yeah. Or it might have
So
was that Mr. Ginger. I'm like, yes, yeah, that's my name. Let me grab my passport out,
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Ginger.
but yeah. I mean, if you see me at the shop and you recognize me and you take a photo, like I'm cool for that. You know, I don't
Yeah,
mind. It's quite cool to, I don't know, make someone's day
yeah. It's
with
weird. So
mate.
people often say to me, they go like, even in this day and age, with all that I've done, and every now and then you go to the occasional place, and by the grace of God, and for some reason, people want to take a photo with me, like to this day. And then like if I've taken like two in a night, like you get the guy comes up, they go, "Don't you get sick of it? Like, aren't you sick of it?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Someone took the time out of their evening to come up to me and have a picture with this ugly mug next to theirs, and they happy. How can I be sick of How can I be sick of that? Like, I mean, are you
Yeah,
joking?" So the answer for me would be never, because
yeah.
it's just
That is cool.
yeah, it's a
I,
obviously it gets
I
annoying, but it's a compliment, bro. It's a huge
yeah.
compliment.
Yeah, I think the one time where it did like kind of irk me a little bit was, I had a lot of admin to do on one day. I had to go buy paint and our wall was leaking, so I had to get like sealant and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And I wasn't in a good mood. I was just like going about my day. And then I stopped at the traffic lights, and then there was a guy next to me who was like trying to get my attention. He was hooting and he was waving. And I was just like, bro, not
no,
today,
yeah, yeah,
please.
yeah,
Like, just like this is one time I don't want to like be hi,
yeah.
like I was just in a
But in
really bad
traffic, in,
mood.
in traffic, that's I mean that's not good, is it?
Yeah, but then as soon as I got home, he like messaged me on Facebook,
Oh,
and he
like
was like, bro, like when someone wants to say hello to you, like you must just be courteous, and like you're just ignoring me. And I did feel a bit bad. I was like, I'm sorry, man, I'm just having a day. And then he was quite understanding, but it made me understand, what, I don't know.
bro, you're not allowed to have a
Not that I'm on
day.
the
You
street.
are you are the Kiffness. Your very name suggests that everything is Kiff all the time. Okay, so when people wave at you,
Sorry,
you
bro.
have to be
I'm
Kiff.
sorry.
You have to
It's
be
my
Kiff
fault. My
always.
fault.
You're not allowed to have a day. So it's life
No,
is
you're
Kiff
right.
from this day forward. The same as for a saying for us was everything's just ginger, which means everything has to be cool all the time. I can't have an off ginger day ever. This we are in. All right. So you are Kiff. You're you're not allowed to have
Other,
any.
Otherwise, you'll be just ginger without the
Yeah.
T. Are, are you
Exactly.
just?
Yeah. I can be sus for a day. Okay, we got a question from a
Yeah,
viewer.
man.
Who's your favorite band at the moment? Just an odd question from JD Cannon.
It's not really a band, but Rebecca Black. I'm a big fan of Friday. It's
Ah,
Friday.
yeah.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. I mean, it's brilliant. No one's ever gonna top that song. Actually,
I
but to
don't know
be
how to take you
honest,
seriously
Daft,
with the king of parody. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether to. I don't know whether you're being serious or not because it is true. It's quite nuts though.
to to be honest, Daft Punk, like normally when bands break up, I don't care, but like this breakup, like hit me deep. I was like
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
bummed.
Yeah.
And like there are a lot of people who claim to be Daft Punk fans popping out of the woodworks here and there, but they really did make a crazy impact on my life. So
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Daft Punk for sure.
So that's also recent news now. Hey, like the last few days. But I mean, why are they breaking up? Why do people? I don't understand why bands have to break up. Why do you have to make it official? Just don't be making music much anymore. Just like be chilling, and then never ever do it again or do. But now you do like it's a big thing, like it's forever. What did do you know why? Do you know what the reason is? I'm speaking out of turn, obviously.
It's because one wanted the vaccine and the other was an anti-vaxxer.
No
If I'm
rubbish,
correct
man.
No, it's because I saw someone said they made like a fake quote where Daft Punk said, we used to wear masks. That was our thing. And now everyone's wearing masks.
Yeah,
So that's why we broke up.
that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, bro.
No,
I
but
have
they
to. I have to
haven't.
shoot. I have
Yeah.
to shoot some questions that I do commonly, and I'm not putting you on the spot because I know that you will already be conscious of it. But I have a recurring theme, and just drinking from this bottle reminded me. You and I have been on stage many times. Where part of our backstage rider is lots of water, sometimes room temperature, sometimes cold. I don't know what your preference is. The point is that we get these little 500 ml plastic bottles. Dave, you know you've done it. I've done it. I've done it thousands of times, as have you. And then we throw them. We sip like that, and we chuck it behind us, and we chuck it into the crowd, and the crowd goes delirious. And that single-use plastic for that one little bit of water lives in perpetuity forever, and it usually ends up in our ocean. So I don't know if you've been following, but I'm doing quite a bit of sailing and going to be doing a lot more. So that is a very big problem for me. Is everything that ends up in the ocean? Can you pledge? Can you please tell us that we must stop using single-use plastics? Do you have any solutions? Are you doing anything? What's your take on that?
I don't know, bro. I think it's kind of worth it for that one squeeze onto that person in the front.
Then it's a double use because then you had a sip and you wet someone, so it's not a single-use plastic anymore. All right, as long as you
It served its purpose and more.
as long as you wet a
It
lot of
quenched,
people, it was not a single-use plastic.
quenched an artist's thirst, and then it made someone a little bit cooler in the audience. Totally worth it. No, I'm joking.
Okay, that's not a double. That's a double-use plastic, so that's fine. Get that in the ocean immediately.
No, I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I, for one, am drinking my beers out of glass, which I do recycle.
Good. Okay.
And the other thing I'm doing, the thing is, we're not gigging anymore, so it's not really a problem. So
Yeah, but do you still are you aware that if you go into a shop, you go, oh, sorry, love,
yeah.
you've been dancing so much. Can I go and get you a nice bottle of water? And you come out the shop and you've paid 15 rand or whatever it is with 500 ml single bottle of water that will never be used again other than to choke a dolphin. Are you? Can I just say that I'm only recently becoming super aware of that. Can I just say, please, like these are the best. I'm not punting a brand. This is just a stainless steel bottle. So if you don't know gifts to buy people at the next birthday or Christmas party, buy people these bottles,
No, I agree.
fill them up,
Yeah.
and I travel around with this thing wherever I go. It's weird. It's like become a new security blanket. I've never been a clutchy bag kind of guy or clingy at all. And this is what I do. I leave the house, I put ice in it, it stays hot or cold, and I fill up water where I go, and I don't buy plastic bottles anymore. So I don't know. It's just something like when I spoke to Zolani about it, I spoke to Francis van Kirk. It's just a little trigger, man. We just got to go. We didn't even realize. I didn't for the longest time. So I'm not preaching, and don't take this the wrong way. I want you to use your platform for good and not evil. So if you can just let people know and help me share that message, I'd appreciate that.
And the other thing is, I mean, I'm for people using straws that are made of paper, but those straws, man, I don't like those. Like my solution to that is just not drink stuff through a straw. Like you can drink a milkshake without a straw.
Yes.
Like I don't know why people drink Coke with a straw. It makes it all fizzy and horrible. Just drink it with your mouth, So that's the one thing. That's the one thing I have been doing.
Good. Okay. Refusing the straw.
When a waiter says, "Would you like a straw?" I'm like, "No, bro. Got to think of the turtle." I've seen that video with the turtle.
I have, sadly, bro.
Yeah.
It makes me very, very sick to my stomach, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's so sad. I don't even get me started because I think that all is lost sometimes in that regard. But I do believe the people who are getting platforms, people who've created a big empire like you are busy doing, you won't believe the difference you'll make if you can just remind an up and coming muser or just a mate or even just yourself just to stay away from doing habits that we've grown up with. We didn't know for the longest time. what we're doing. And now our next pandemic is that people are using these single-use masks. Like, please wear a cloth mask, guys, and go and clean it, because there's more masks going into the ocean now than bottles. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my rant. I'm finished. I'm tired, and you're about to be divorced and never have a dancer in your videos in your videos again. But I want to congratulate you and thank you for your time. Thanks for I know we had to try and get in between this. Good luck with your time up in Joburg. And have you got a little studio set up? Are you ready to, are you able to make beats and stuff like that?
Yeah. This is my mom's old study.
No
I don't know
way,
if you can
yeah.
see,
Yeah.
but it's getting there. It's not quite ready, but it's most certainly getting there.
It's amazing things we can do at home now. What is that box next to the right hand monitor? What is it? Show us your secrets, Dave. We all want to know how to make hits. So tell us, give us the insight in there.
That is my Focusrite ISO 1 preamp.
Ooh, ah. Is that the sound it makes?
Pretty much. But yeah, the preamp is almost more important than the microphone. You can have a really bad mic and an awesome preamp and you'll sound amazing.
Yeah,
But if you've got a really good mic and a sucky preamp, then it will sound horrible.
I do
So
agree.
there's a little tip.
I do agree. That's a pro tip right there. Yeah, so it's amazing the stuff we're able to set up in our homes and that. Sure, bro. I mean, we literally just need, you need a mic and you need good internet connection. I expect better fiber from you next time, Dave. I've seen 3 pixels of you the whole show. Fortunately, the audio's come through beautifully. But if you can just get one meg higher up than dial up. I thought Joburg would be all over that shit. What package are you guys on at the moment? Or is everyone at their bra on your Wi-Fi as well?
No, bro, I'm using my Celsi data here. And it's normally, I think it's actually the Cape Town, the cable that runs from Cape Town to Joburg is faulty. So it's actually, or maybe it's because you're sitting in your dungeon there. And
No,
your
I've
thick
got fiber,
walls.
bro. I now have 200 meg down, 100 meg up. That's got nothing to do with my walls now. I'm hardwired in here.
Or
So
whatever the problem is, I blame you.
okay, deal. I agree to surrender to to stop fighting. Can we just stop fighting, please? Can we shake hands?
And it doesn't matter what book you read,
Doesn't matter what link
peace,
you.
love,
Doesn't matter what speed you
or
have.
tolerance. It doesn't matter what service provider you have, if it's Telkom.
Oh my god. Okay, my bro. Listen, yeah. Please go to your
That's
bro. Thanks for your time. Please stay in touch.
that's my next parody.
Why not, bro? You have my full permission to do that because I'm sure we all have our stories about our wonderful service providers. Like the fact that I'm a week new into having fiber actually blows my mind. You know, when I left America, I came home from LA after being there for so long. I left. I got back in 2009, and when I left, they had just upgraded us to uncapped 50 up, 50 down. Then that was 2009, and it was. I mean, the Americans just blister through data. You can't believe how they gooi. You just click and it just pops up, and then you just leave it running. You download whatever you want. And I came back. I'll never forget. I came back to Telkom, and they were running a special, and they just started. They had literally just started, and it was an ADSL line. I'm pretty sure. Of course, it wouldn't be anything else. It was ADSL. Certainly wasn't fiber. Definitely wasn't. Yeah, something like that. But it was a 5 gig package. Okay, and I think it was like 1,500 rand, 5 gig for the month. I kid you not. I look back on Telkom, and I've just landed from LA, and I'm like, oh cool. Well, let me just get in, just plug in all my stuff, do my usual stuff, get my uploading, connect all my servers, talk to all my homies. Literally 14 hours into the first of the month, I get an email go, you have used your cap. Please click here and pay 20 million rand for an extra 2 meg to send an emoji to someone. And that's what I came back to, and it's taken from then to now for me to finally to finally be back in the game. So here we are, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, no, South Africa, hey. But finally, things are are getting a little more affordable, but still, the internet's expensive here, man.
It's expensive, bro. What do you have any thoughts, like parting thoughts on where we're at as a country, where we're at with the virus, where we're at as musos, as a country in general, or would you just, or are you dying to get to that bri?
My final thought is Natium Tetwa has changed the name of Port Elizabeth, and now everything is solved.
There we
I
go.
think now that Port Elizabeth is, I don't want to say the wrong name again. When I see it in front of me, then I can pronounce it. But whatever the name is,
Oh my God.
I think that solved everything. I think.
Yeah, that was money well spent. That sounds like, I mean, with all the, with getting rid of famine and creating employment, let's change road signs. I mean, that just makes complete sense, right? I mean,
That's
that
how
is
it works.
that's where the real problem
if you change
is.
the name, you solve poverty, you solve storage, you solve even the coronavirus is just going to disappear now. Like, so I'm looking forward to a new Port Elizabeth.
Oh my! Speaking of Port Elizabeth, I'm going to be playing at the Music Kitchen with Ian Mitchell sometime in April, early April, I think, the 4th or the Sunday the 1st. I don't know. Check on my page. I'll put it up. So
Well, there you go.
I'll see you guys
If they
there.
didn't change the name, if they didn't change the name, the gig would have been cancelled.
Hopefully, I'll find it still. Are the street sounds all going to be the same, or do I have to? I mean, are they going to take all those down as well from Cape Town? What if I can't find PE? Or
you're gonna have to pull out an old road map, bro. That's how we used to do it.
I'm playing on the 4th of April in the old PE, which I will start learning names, and I'll have post-it notes everywhere with us.
Not
and
PE, Quebeca. I remembered it.
Quebeca.
Yeah.
Quebeca. Is that the right click? Quebeca.
Yeah, got it.
See, there we go. I'll see you in Quebeca sometime. Maybe we'll do a little double bill. Who knows? Probably for charity. We won't get paid. I mean, let's just carry on living the dream. Should be great.
Keen. Get paid in that exposure. Exposure pays the bills. How do you think Art Matthews afforded a castle? Do you think he just paid for it in rands?
Yeah.
Someone wanted 10,000. Someone wanted 10,000 exposures, and Art Matthews was like, "Hey, bro, I've got 10,000 exposures right here."
Exposures, and I took them to my bank manager last month, and he was like, "What is this exposure stuff? Where that's not paying your bond, and don't forget, I still own like 80% of your house. I don't want none of your exposures. Don't give me this exposure credit that you got. I don't care for it, and I don't care what you've done for charity. I want my dollar bills, yo. Give my bond." So I'll be on the road again soon. I hope you will be. And bro, I wish you strength to strength. Please make sure your amazing wife is in every music video going forward. No pressure, but congratulations on that.
Yeah, well, I don't know about anymore. I think we've gone over time, so it's gonna have to give it a few days now.
Bro, you're a luck. You're a good oak, and keep doing what you're doing, because it's Kiff. It's controversial and it's educational, actually, and it's also, you know what, people must also loosen up. We must stop being so damn offended by everything. I really think so. We're living in the most offended freaking time of our lives. Would you agree? I mean, just can you imagine the amount of offense that's happening right now? Can you imagine how many people were offended by what we spoke about in this conversation, or should they ever hear about it? And to those people, I say, please unfollow.
I don't even want to read the comments. I don't want my thunder to be taken from me tonight. I've had a lovely time, so I'm going to leave it at that. And if there are any Karens in the comments there saying, "Hey, you can't say that," have a lack life.
I totally agree. That's the beautiful thing that we live in. Just unfollow, please. Unlike, unfollow, and go and live your offended life by yourself. And good luck dealing with the next pandemic. Sorry, I'm using that button way too much. I'm sorry, bro. I'm still getting used to it. Bro, please send you my regards that side. I hope you enjoyed your first thunder shower, and don't get too scared. But it is amazing. Make sure you keep your router like suspended in air and the aerial away from everything, because it will get fried in 2 seconds. That's the
Yeah.
only advice I can give you. And yeah, bro,
Thank you.
I wish you all the best and strength to strength, bro. Thanks for sharing this very unique gift and a lot of talent, bro. It's certainly kept us occupied, and I think it's going to rock from here. And so maybe we do a collab one day. Who knows? Ooh. So I can cross pollinate
Sugarman remake.
I can cross pollinate my 1,000 YouTube followers with yours. I mean, surely you want some of that. Tell me you want to get. Tell me you want some of that action.
Oof, I want those sweet, sweet Art Matthews followers, please. Come join me.
Oh, Davey, bro, have the best night, and thanks for your time, my brother. Lots of love, boy. Be good, eh?
Cheers, brother. It was lekker. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Cheers.
Thanks, my boy. We'll see you
Away.
again. Cheers, cheers. Well, that was cool. That was unique. I've got a little bit of an update for you. There were quite a few people who were quite worried about my chair. Look behind me. There's the water bottle that I use for. I've become such a hippie. That's what I use. I now go and get like mountain goat water. It's made from Norwegian cold pressed earlobes. So I don't know, but I do that, and I refill now. I should probably get a better background to the show. But what I do have is I have my grandfather's chair. This is legit. Oh, I can't really turn the camera. I'm too scared to show you my boop. But it's just a dope chair. I could use the Jeff cam, I guess. But people were very worried, and they were like, it's got to get a new chair. So all I did is I took Grandpa's chair, and I went and got big coasters, and I put sorry, Jeffy. And I just put the chair on wheels, baby. Oh, I should show you. Oh, maybe the Jeff cam work. Anyway, no one cares. I just thought I'd let you know. And also what it does, I can recline like this. Oh, what are you talking about? So I've got the best chair in the industry. I want to say a very big thank you to this man in particular, Paul Bruce Brand from the Element House. And I actually then also want to show you something. I'm so glad. I hope you're still logged on, bro, because this is quite special. It was my mom's 78th birthday on the weekend, and I was very fortunate to take her to this incredible place last night. And just before we went to dinner, this is what happened. I hope I don't mess this up. Ooh. There's Mummy. This was last night at the Element House. Look at that view. That's where we had dinner last night. Mummy rocking us. Listen to that. How sweet was that? Woo! Yes, Mom. How sweet is that? Paul, you're a legend, and all the staff at Element House, you were so incredible. Thank you for making her day and my day very special. That was very kind. Thank you guys for tuning in. The show has become a podcast. I'm busy uploading it onto all the platforms. I am doing all of this by myself, so it's taking a lot of time. Thanks for putting up with all the faults and the clicks and the pops, and now we have to rename all the towns. So can you imagine me? That's going to be fun for me. But we're going to have to own it. I've got some really cool stories. I've got Laudo Liebenberg from Aching tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So make sure you join for that. Please share this far and wide. Thank you for those who've already donated stars. I really appreciate it. A huge thank you to a sponsor, which is just unbelievable in this day and age, pagesnow.com. Thanks for what they've done. Massimo's, thanks for that beautiful little treat. I've enjoyed this. I've only had that much. Everyone, so calm down. It was Mom's birthday yesterday, but this is delicious, and I think it's a ginger tribute. The ginger liqueur, and he made a beautiful ginger dessert, and I'm just getting a lot of love. I feel like I got my own talk show, bro. I'm getting like t-shirts. One love. You guys are very sweet, but you made one mistake. You gave me a medium. And you know I can't tell the future. So, although, hopefully, with a little bit of luck, if I carry on with this keto thing, and I try and avoid liqueurs every now and then, then I'll be able to fit into it at some stage, and to get some cool rolling papers. So big love to One Love. Thank you, guys. And just to everyone else who's supporting the podcast and just sending love. It's been cool. It's breathed new breath into my life and has been pretty rad. Oh, my microphone is covering my album of all time. Let's check that. There's Rodriguez, obviously. So have a beautiful night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Let me know who else you'd like to talk to. Thanks to payjustnow.com for giving that money to Mike and Carla. And tomorrow night you could stand the chance to win another 5,000. So please share the show where you can. If you are watching on YouTube, please click subscribe. I'm going to upload it afterward. This doesn't go live, so I'm going to upload it now. And wherever else you find it, do share it. It's going on to the Apple Podcasts and all the Spotify and Deezers and all the usual. I'm busy uploading all that myself. It's been a lot of fun. And Jeff, now you wake up. Where's the Jeff cam? Is he? Oh, there's Mum again. No. No, we're gone. Jeff Cam's gone. There we go. That's it. That's what happens when you're a one-man show and you're trying to end it out. But it's been awesome. You guys rule my world. I really, really love this. It's awesome. I'm gonna go and have a nap. Let's have Denim and Brent on the show. 100%. I agree. There's Craig Sadie, old Durban mates of mine as well. We will have them all on. So please send your suggestions. Thanks for the love. There is so much love coming from my side. It's so much gratitude. I can't wait to see you somewhere live at a place near you. But be strong. Keep saying we're nearly there. And if I've had it tough, I can imagine how other people have been affected. But this too will pass. I know it's the worst saying, and everyone's been saying it, but it really will. It does get better. I know that I've been mentally busy, just out of the blues, and by the grace of all the graces. So that's how it is. You guys are legendary. I'm going to sign off with these rock and roll sounds from Christian. Dankie, baie dankie julle. Lekker aan verder. Ek sien julle môre nou, okay? 7 uur saam met Laura Liebenberg from Aking. Gonna rock tomorrow night. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.